Okay, that's probably a really bad camera angle. You probably can't hear me because I forgot my mic. I'm a mess. It is 7:30 a.m. I'm not a morning person. It is my birthday. Just happens to be my birthday. And I'm about to go and get Invisalign. So I'm really excited. This is something I've wanted, I don't know, since I've had my adult teeth. Yeah, I'm really excited. And I am also kind of running late, so I was gonna give you more of an update before, and now I'm gonna give you more of an update after. But I did want to just do this check-in before I get them because I will be getting my attachments. I don't know how many I need yet, and so I wanted you guys to be able to see my before teeth, I guess. So this is what we're working with. So yeah, check back in later. I'm back home, have my Invisalign in. I have a little bit of a lisp, so I'm sorry. So I don't know how many attachments I ended up getting. I asked, but I think she misunderstood my questions and instead she told me how many trays I was getting. So I don't know how many attachments I have. I do have one at the front here, which I'm not thrilled about, but you know, it is what it is. The process to get the attachments, I did not like, and I've had a lot of dental work done in my life. I'm pretty okay with going to the dentist, but they have to put all these things in your mouth to like stretch out your lips and then to like hold your tongue down and to keep from salivating, I guess. And it's just not comfortable. Like, it didn't hurt, there were no needles involved or anything like that, but it was not comfortable. And yeah, since I got a lot of attachments, it took a long time. So didn't love that, but it's okay, made it through. It is kind of hard to get them in and out, but this is the first tray, so it will really only get easier from here. Found out that I have to wear rubber bands for the first 9 weeks, and those are also kind of hard to strap in. Like, I cannot believe that kids go through braces because it's like, I mean, like, you don't have to put in the braces, but yeah, it just seems like kind of complicated, kind of a lot to do. So I have to wear the rubber bands for the first 9 weeks, and then I think I have weeks 10 through 14 off of the rubber bands, and then I think I have to wear them again after that. And the rubber bands are to help my overbite. I have a pretty severe overbite. I feel like I look weird with my mouth closed, and I don't know if that's just the Invisalign or if that's how I'm going to look. Okay, so question is, how long do I have to wear Invisalign total? How long is the total treatment? And it is over a year, but I don't remember exactly how many months they said. I think it was 16. It might have been 14. I don't know. It was a weird number of months. I think I got the first 15 trays at once, so I don't have to go back to the office until like the end of August, and it is May right now, so that's pretty cool. I do switch them out every week, so I go through 1 tray per week. I asked because I want to switch mine out on Sundays, and today is a Tuesday, so I asked if I could just wear the first tray longer and then switch out on Sundays, and she said that was fine. It did cost more than I thought it would. It was over $6,000. I think it was 63, but it was really easy to work out a payment schedule. They had like 0 interest, there's 0 penalty for paying it off early. The minimum down payment was $750, which I thought was pretty reasonable. Pain wise, they don't hurt at all. I mean, the edges of them are kind of sharp, but it's nothing awful. I do feel kind of like I might be getting a headache. I already took ibuprofen beforehand, but I think it's mainly due to the rubber bands. The tension that it's causing is just like, maybe I can maybe feel a headache coming on, but the trays themselves are really comfortable. I used to wear a bite splint, the kind that is like rigid and formed, like they take a mold of your teeth so it's really formed to your teeth. I used to have to wear one at night, and these trays are so much more comfortable than that because they are flexible and they're thinner too. Also, I haven't really told anyone that I'm doing this. I wanted to see like how long I could get without telling people, because I live out of state from them now. I work from home and like we're wearing masks everywhere. So that was my original goal, but I ended up getting the Invisalign later than I had thought I would originally. And we might be going back to our hometown in like the first week of June, so people are going to find out then, and I might go visit one of my friends this weekend for her birthday. So I don't think I'm going to be able to keep this secret very long. I'm really excited. I thought that I would cry in the parking lot because I've wanted Invisalign for so long. I'm really insecure about my teeth. It's like my biggest insecurity my whole life, and it was just always something I wanted, but I felt like I could never get because it is expensive. Yeah, so I'm glad I finally took the step, finally starting this journey, and yeah, I'm excited to see the progress. So this is going to be a quick update because yesterday we had to put Rex down, and it's still very raw. But I'm about to switch onto week 3 either tonight or tomorrow. So I wanted to give you a week 2 update, even though it's like the tail end of week 2. My initial plan was to wear my trays for week 1 for about a week and a half and switch out on Sunday. I ended up having to switch to week 2 that Wednesday, so it was really only, I guess it was 8 days, because the Invisalign started to tear. This tooth behind it, I mean, this tooth is the most out of line, and whenever I take it off, there's a lot of pressure right there, and it's really difficult to get it off around that tooth, and over time it just tore a lot, so that's why I didn't wear it the full week and a half for that first tray, and which is totally fine because I only have to wear them like 7 days, so I was just gonna wear that first one extra long. And so I was gonna do the same with this one and wear it until this Sunday, which would have been about a week and a half too. But this one is also starting to tear. It's not to the same point as the last one was, but there is like a tiny little tear in it, so I don't think I'm gonna make it till Sunday. I want to at least make it to tomorrow. So I've been trying to be really careful when I take them out and like you know, like get it off this side and get it off this side and then try to, but it's just really hard around that tooth. But I'm worried with it tearing that it's not going to be tracking, that tooth isn't going to be tracking like it should because it doesn't have that extra pressure on it, so I might have to reach out to my orthodontist if that keeps happening. The week 2 trays like felt much better than week 1, just like not so much pain wise but just comfort wise. I feel like they fit my teeth better than week 1, even like comparing the first day to both the trays. Week 2 just felt a lot more comfortable. The thing I hate the most are the rubber bands. I hate them. I know, and I'm trying not to complain too much because like I chose this. This is like first world problems. I get it. I'm sorry, but these rubber bands are a nightmare. I hate them so much, especially sleeping in them because they really cut into my cheeks, and whenever I bite down I feel like they push my cheeks to where I'm biting on my cheeks, and I hate it. I hate it so much. And they add extra pressure, so like whenever I put in the trays And I don't automatically put in the rubber bands. I'm like, oh, this isn't bad. Like, this is totally comfortable. Like, I could even forget that I have these trays in. But the minute I put on the rubber bands, it just adds that extra pressure, and yeah, not fun. The headaches have subsided. The first few days, tray one especially, I had to take like ibuprofen every day. Oh, I did want to mention, because I didn't really mention this last time with week 1, part of the reason why I wanted to do this. I mean, like, obviously it is a cosmetic decision, because I have always been insecure about my smile, but it was also largely a medical reason too, because my overbite is so severe. It's caused a lot of jaw problems and jaw pain, which has just gotten worse over time. I used to wear a bite splint at night because I clench really bad, and that just adds more jaw pain. And it's hard to brush my teeth. It's hard to keep my teeth clean because they're so misaligned. But mainly the jaw pain, and so that's why I'm sticking with these rubber bands, because that is what will correct my bite, and that's really the most important thing. If I could live the rest of my life with crooked teeth and no jaw pain, I think I would take it. If I had known that 10 years ago, I would have just gotten Invisalign 10 years ago. Personally, it was hard to make that decision when it was just a cosmetic decision. But as the years went by and my dentist explained that I'm having all this problems and headaches and things like that because of my bite, and then I'm like, okay, this is a more serious issue than I thought. But yeah, I would have gotten this done years ago had I realized all the repercussions that would have happened with my bite. So I'll try to do a week 3 update, but it's been really hard. It's been really hard, so okay. Bye. Okay, I think we're recording now. Hi, it is week 4. We were in Missouri for a week, and first of all, traveling with these, not great. We drove to Missouri and it was like a 10-hour car ride, and I didn't snack during the 10-hour car ride, which, like, normally I have to have Gardettos or Funyuns, and I did not have either, so that made it less happy of a drive. And 2, there's really no way to brush your teeth. Like, I could brush my teeth in a gas station, but I don't really want to do that right now with the global pandemic still active. Yeah, just seemed kind of gross. So I would, like, wash out my mouth as best as possible, and that's all you can really do. Yeah, traveling with these, not great. Even at, like, staying at my parents' house, it still wasn't great, because we were always, like, going out to eat or seeing other people, and then you kind of have to make the decision, like, oh, do I want to put them back in before I have the chance to, like, brush my teeth and floss and do the whole thing, or not, like, because I don't want to get cavities. I'm, like, terrified of getting cavities, and I feel like this can speed up the process because it, like, holds all the grossness to your teeth. So my trays got kind of gross more quickly last week, and so I bought some things. Hold on. So I was just using toothpaste to clean the trays. Like, I would brush my teeth and floss, do mouthwash, and then use the same toothpaste on my trays. But I felt like that wasn't doing a good job. My dentist recommended I use, like, dish soap, but that kind of freaks me out because I don't want my mouth to taste soapy. But I found that Crest sells this cleaning gel, so I picked this up to clean the aligners after every use, and so far it's going well. It's not toothpaste, it's a clear gel, and it came with this little toothbrush. It's skinnier than your typical toothbrush, but it works better for getting in the aligners. And then I bought these deep cleaning tablets, which I used for the first time last night, and it says to use it for, like, at least 30 minutes, which is a long time, so I recommend, like, doing it as you, like, doing that and letting it sit while you eat, because otherwise, like, you only have 20
you only have 2 hours a day with them out, so it really eats up a lot of that time. But afterwards, they seemed really, really clean, so I think it worked pretty well. I'm gonna start doing that at least once a week, probably more than that though, because they do get dirty really quickly, especially if you can't brush your teeth after every single meal. They just get really gross really fast. I also noticed that my teeth were yellowing very quickly, especially the teeth with the attachments on them. Part of that is because I'm a coffee drinker, but I would like brush my teeth as soon as I finished drinking my coffee, and just the way that the attachments are, my teeth were starting to yellow really quickly. So I looked on the Invisalign Reddit, because there's an Invisalign Reddit, and they recommended this Ever Smile white foam. See that? So I've been doing that, and I think it's been working really well. I haven't noticed as much yellowing, so yeah, I have like this whole system, like brush my teeth, floss, mouthwash, clean the trays, and then do this, and then every so often do the deep cleaning tablets. So it's like it's a whole process. It takes a lot of time every day to clean my teeth and clean my trays. But so progress on my teeth. I haven't noticed that big of a difference, but this tooth here has definitely moved up a little. Last year, this was the tooth that started moving backwards and like being really close to my bottom teeth, and that was the tooth that was bothering me the most. I feel like it had even moved between the time like I saw the orthodontist and got my trays. Like it just kept moving backwards, and I think in the past 4 weeks it has moved up again. So it still isn't even with this tooth, but it's much closer, and so I can like feel the difference. I can't really see the difference, but I can feel it. It seems like these first few weeks have been working on the bottom teeth the most, especially like weeks 2, 3, and 4. But it is true that like it seems like every week it focuses on a different tooth, because like week 3 it was that tooth that kind of was really tight, but this week it was that tooth there. So it's like in a different part of the mouth every week. I expected this tooth to have more movement, but it really hasn't. So I don't know if they're just focusing on the other teeth to like make room for it to move, or if it's just been so subtle I haven't noticed it yet. But it is only week 4. You're not really supposed to see results yet, so it's normal, I think, to be where I'm at. And so far I'm just trying to manage the new lifestyle. I still have a lisp. It hasn't gone away. Whenever we went to visit my family, I didn't tell my parents, and I was trying to see how long it took them to figure it out. And my mom never figured it out. Well, neither did my dad. I had to tell both of them. My sister could definitely notice. I told her because we like went out to eat and I had to take them out, so there was like no hiding it. Even if I hadn't told her, I feel like she would have known, because she noticed like I was holding my mouth in a different way and that like my bite is changing. I had such an extreme overbite that it like makes my face look longer. Everything is annoying now. My mouth doesn't, I don't know how to bite anymore. I don't know how to chew. I don't know how to talk. I'm hoping that I get more used to everything as it goes on. Maybe by the end, but I think that's it for week 4. So I will catch you next time. Bye. Okay, I know this isn't the best angle. I'm not using a tripod because I'm doing this very, very quickly. We are at the end of week 5. Actually, you can probably hear my noise machine. Let me turn it off. Again, sorry, this is a bad angle. I know. I'm not using a tripod, just using my hand. We're at the end of week 5 and I'm about to go eat dinner. I wanted to do this update without my trays in so that you can actually see any progress that you're able to see. According to the Invisalign Reddit, week 5 is when you're supposed to start seeing any differences. So this is what my teeth look like. And if I have like a before photo, I might put that on the screen. I have started to feel the difference, especially in my bottom teeth. It does feel like the ones that were the farthest back have moved up. And this tooth I think has also moved up. This tooth again, I haven't noticed much of a change. I can really tell the difference because whenever I was like bored or whatever, I used to like rest this tooth on top of this tooth, and I can't do that anymore because they've all shifted. I can't actually like bite down because I do have an attachment that kind of gets in the way of my bite, and I know that if I had noticed that earlier, I would have told my orthodontist because I don't think it's supposed to do that. So that's week 5. It is Sunday. I'm going to switch to week 6 after I finish eating my dinner tonight. So yeah, okay, bye. If you all could see the arrangement I have of this camera, everyone would laugh at me. And it's not even that good. Welcome back. It is week 8. I took a little break between updates because I didn't have that much new to talk about, and when you go week by week, you really can't see a difference. But now that I guess it's been at least 3 weeks since my last update, I feel like you can notice the difference better, or at least I can finally notice the difference, especially in my front teeth. I went back and watched my first update before I got my attachments and could really notice a difference. So I am towards the beginning of week 8, and yeah, finally noticed quite a big difference. Yeah, I'm happy with the progress. It's still annoying. Everything is still annoying. I'm still wearing the rubber bands, and they are like the bane of my existence. I hate them. I bought a suitcase, as you can see in the back. I decided to get dark green because I thought it was pretty. I don't know. I'm kind of excited about it. I also got my hair cut. Yep. Finally did that. Hadn't been cut since 2019. I got about 9 inches off. It's quite a lot. Anyway, the only other update, I guess, is I'm like increasingly concerned by how yellow my teeth are, especially since I'm taking such good care of them. I'm like constantly flossing and brushing my teeth, and for them to just be gradually getting yellower, it's like a thorn in my side. And I'm still using the Eversmile stuff. That does help. I think I need to use it a little bit more than I've been using it. I've debated like doing whitening strips. I tried to look up like with the attachments. I'm so worried that when I get them off, like, and I've been doing whitening, that the spots where the attachments will be a different color, because I don't know if they're porous enough for the whitening to like get to the actual tooth underneath the attachments. And I've seen like conflicting things about it online, so I'm definitely going to do like professional whitening at the end. That is not included in the original cost. It's going to be extra. I don't know how much extra, depending on how extra it is. My teeth were relatively white, and just by the process of having the attachments and having the trays in all the time, they've gradually have been yellowing, and that's just an unfortunate side effect, but I think it is common. So we're only 2 months in. We have many months to go, but I'm already happy with the progress that has been made. So it's been hard, but it's been worth it. Okay, I will check back in a few weeks. I'm sorry that this camera angle is really bad and I look terrible, but as you can see, maybe you can see, we have a puppy, and he is in shark mode right now. So will you let go of me, please? Goodness heck. Okay, pause the video. Okay, my dog is gonna start whining here in a second because he is just a baby. But yeah, we got a new puppy. He's 14 weeks old. His name is Spook. We've had him for 2 weeks now, and it's still a work in progress. Anyway, here's my teeth. I'm about to start week 14 tonight, and tomorrow I go back to see my orthodontist and get the next 14 weeks. And a lot of progress has been made, I think. This, my problem tooth, especially this week in particular, has really made a lot of progress. I started using a whitening mouthwash, which I think has helped a lot with the yellowing and the staining. I'm sorry that I look terrible and this is a terrible angle. I'm just like, puppy parenting is no joke. It's no joke. He's being good right now because I think he was just fussy because he was sleepy. So now he's
laying there looking at me. But yeah, I visit my orthodontist tomorrow. Otherwise, this has been the first 14 weeks. I think we have 14 weeks to go, and then we do adjustments after that. So yeah, okay, bye. Hi, I'm back again. This is the next morning with Spook. He's a little cranky right now because it's his morning nap time, and I just opened the window. He's part beagle, so he barks a lot. I just wanted to tell you about these bite rants real quick. These are clean, I just washed them. For the past few weeks, I've had little bite ramps on the back of my, yeah, I don't know if you can see, but they're like little parts on the back of my front teeth, and they keep you from closing your mouth all the way, and I actually don't mind them. It took a little bit to get used to, but they're a lot like having a bite splint. So that's all I wanted to say. Again, this is week 14. I'm about halfway through my trays after this. I get 15 through 28 today. He's like throwing a tantrum. And then I'll be doing refinements. So this will be the last update of this video. I'll probably do another update. I don't know. It'll be a much shorter update next time. Okay, I gotta go because he's throwing a tantrum.